Barry Smith with M2MPolitics.com is here to discuss the annexation bill. Are the grassroots happy with this?
Oh, the grassroots are ecstatic. They've been fighting for this for years. They've had study commissions. They've been looking at it off season with, when I say off season, when the legislature's not in session. But this actually gives people being annexed a direct voice in whether or not they're going to be annexed. This is something that North Carolina has not had for 50 years, and they're ecstatic. All
right, if you're a local government, what are they saying down here?
The League of Municipalities, which represents the cities and towns, I won't say that they're excited about it, but they think it's better than the alternative, and the alternative this year was a moratorium. They did not want a moratorium.
On annexations.
On annexations.
Now, is the involuntary annexation moratorium legislation, should people consider it dead now with this bill passing the House, or must it make law?
I think the moratorium legislation was put there to try to make sure that we could get a real comprehensive bill out there. Let's just remember, it's still only passed second reading in the House, still got to pass third. That should happen next week. It's got to pass the Senate, and it'll probably pass the Senate, but we're not there yet.
Now, this multi-page bill, break it down to simple parts. How does it basically work if you're someone who lives just outside of city limits and the city wants to come annex?
If the city wants to come and annex you, it gives you the opportunity. If you don't want to be annexed, if you and 60% of your neighbors, 60% of the property owners sign what they call a protest petition, the annexation stops. No referendum, nothing. It stops. They can't even think about annexing you for 3 more years.
If you're a city trying to annex, no way around 60% petition?
Well, you always have voluntary annexations.
Right.
And a lot of cities and towns, that's all they do. So for most of those, it's not going to be a big deal. This primarily, not totally, but primarily affects involuntary annexation.
Going forward, though, will people who are not annexed be enjoying city services and letting their city neighbors pay for it?
Well, they won't be getting the water and sewer. They won't be getting the police and fire protection. Where cities talk about, and this is the point they've been making for years. Cities say that people living just outside their city limits sometimes come to town, use city services in town, go to their parks. If they'll use their, while they're in town, they're using the city police, city fire, that sort of thing, and they're not paying. And yes, they'll be able to do that. Now, flip side of that is that if they go to the shopping center to shop, the shopping center is paying the property tax, and that property tax is more valuable than a small house sitting on sitting on a 1 acre lot.
Very quickly, what are the prospects of this bill in the Senate?
I think it's good. Again, the Senate has passed a moratorium bill, and there's been a demand for this, for some sort of change for years. I think the prospects are good in the Senate.
Barry Smith, M2MPolitics.com. Search it up this weekend. A lot of good information. Barry, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.